Hey guys, so this is my initial review of the production version of the GK1 Huben pistol, which I've waited for over 3 years since I built my prototype. Finally, Europe has received the GK1 pistol as well from Huben, and this is my initial review. After that, I will make a series of videos that will cover everything from safety to adjustments to accuracy, everything that has to do with the pistol, since I do know it quite in depth, considering that I built the prototype about 3 years ago. So, as most of you know by now, this pistol is a development that occurred from my prototype. Basically, 3 years ago, a little more than 3 years ago, I took the K1 rifle and turned it into a pistol. Ever since, that pistol got a lot of views and a lot of requests for building it, and at that point I reached to Huben, and we waited this long 3+ years in order to finally get a final product. For those of you that already know the details about this pistol, you might still want to watch this video till the end, because there is something that will be revealed at the end that might be important for you as well. So let's get started with the video. So I made the introduction, so now let's just see the product. So the pistol, if you get only the pistol, it still comes in this really nice case, and inside you get a user manual, which immediately has 2 warnings on them, and you get the pistol. Now my versions are the extended versions, so I have some accessories added to it, and these are optional should you choose to want to get them. One is the suppressor, and the second one is actually adapter for suppressor. I will get into details about this later in the video. So first, let's just take one out and take a look at it. Let's take both out, and we will close the case. So here are the pistols. So the pistol is basically a semi-auto PCP, pre-charged pneumatic air gun, unlike there was till now. So this is completely different than what you've seen till now. And I'm talking about something that I already mentioned in previous video. We are talking about combination of features. So lightweight, so it's roughly 1.2 kilos, really short, the barrel is only 21 centimeters, and ergonomic, meaning that it's actual pistol size, weight, and shape, so not like a huge thing that usually is considered when you think about air pistol. And despite that, delivering huge amounts of shots, being able to shot at extreme high powers, and working in genuine semi-auto mode. And this, of course, is all enabled by the action from the Huben K1 rifle. Basically, I already took the pistols apart. They are built exactly like the rifle. Internal parts I'm talking about, there is some changes in order to fit the grip, in order to have a different cylinder type that has a different point of topping off, so topping off with the air. But otherwise, it's actually the same as the rifle. So those of you that are familiar with the rifle, you will be familiar with the pistol right away as well. So let's go through features. So this pistol is unregulated, unlike K1 rifle. I will get into details in one of the videos as well when I will compare this pistol with my prototype. It is unregulated. It is capable of taking 350. It's better to put the info in bars, so 350 bars or 35 megapascals of pressure in this cylinder. The cylinder is titanium and it's wrapped with this carbon wrap, and there is a safety here. As you know from K1, the operation of this pistol is what they call hammerless. Basically, there are two valves. One is firing valve and one vertical is closing valve. You can adjust the power. When you get it from the store, it usually comes with this being disabled, but you can really easily enable it, and I will show you a link of how to do this from Wolfie Group. You have here a port when you can fit an Allen key, which is supplied in the box. You put it in, you adjust the power from really, really low to a huge amount of shot to really, really high, and of course much less shots, but still the amount of power is quite substantial. And the consistency of these shots are actually extremely nice, despite the fact that the pistol is, as I mentioned, unregulated. So if we go to what is possible to put on and how you aim, so you have classic iron sights, which are really nice. The front one has a fiber optic in it, so it's bright, so it's easy to see. It's fully adjustable. The rear one is adjustable for both windage and elevation. So the windage right here, the elevation right here, and the windage on the side. You can adjust it, and you can also put accessories on it, such as optical sights, either pistol scope or just a holographic sight or red dot. It has a dovetail along the whole length of the barrel. This is unfortunate. I was hoping to have Picatinny, and I was also hoping to have it in the back, but that's the way I choose to do it. So despite that, adapters can be found already, I believe, in the USA, and possibly also very soon in Europe, that you can fit an optic sight even in the back sight, which does not have a rail at this point. Trigger is extremely nice, really light and also adjustable. There are two screws here, although I will make a video on how to adjust this, but it is important to be careful in this adjustment, because one of them is of course the sear length of pull, so the second stage length of pull. Considering this is semi-auto, you have to be careful to which amount you adjust. This pistol has a magazine that is fixed. It is not removable, and in 25 caliber it holds 17 rounds, and in 22 caliber it holds 19 rounds. So plenty of shots from a single magazine, and you load it through the port here. And in order to do that, you need to be able to rotate the magazine, and to do that you simply pull this lever and rotate it freely. You can only rotate it into right direction, and in 25 caliber you load each pellet or slug, rotate it, load, rotate it, load, and etc. until you have full. Then you close. It is important that you don't slam this down, so you don't just release it like this, because it's under the spring, which is basically a pressure in the pistol. So you put the other finger here, and it stops it, and it goes slowly down. So this is actually one of the warnings that is right on the start of the user manual. So pay attention to this so you don't destroy it. It's the same thing, of course, on the 22 caliber. It is something worth noting that already there are 3 versions of the pistols. I'm currently aware of only version 1 and version 3. This is version 3. And in terms of difference, version 1 has this lever below, like the rifle, and also my prototype, for example. Although that is easier to reach and pull up, it is awkward for left-hand shooters, because it does get in the way of your trigger finger. So this is a nice add up, let's say, especially for those that are left-handed. For those that are right-handed, it might be even better to have it like it is on the version 1 when you pull it up. But in either case, I would mention also that in this version,
It is a little hard to reach between the gauge and the magazine here and pull it down. And considering that the force that you need to use to open it depends also on the pressure, and mainly you will be doing this when you have the the pistol fully charged. It is quite heavy to do it, and maybe some will say that it hurts them fingers. Just a thing to note. It's not that bad, it can be done, but just something to note. The charging is done here through their fill probe, which is also supplied in the case. So this is the fill port. In this bag you have a couple of Allen keys. The long one, I think this one is 3 mm. This one is actually for adjusting the power. And you have their standard probe for filling, and you have standard quick disconnect. This one is actually now fixed. The old one had too short length here, and they were not easy to fit in the Foster and get them to hold air. You also get some spare parts. And that's about it in terms of a pistol. Of course, you can see that it has a really nice walnut grip. Really nice in the hands. I have slightly bigger hands, and I must say that this grip fits me perfect. I intentionally right now put different options in terms of a muzzle on those two pistols. So you can see here I have already installed the 1/2 inch UNF thread for the suppressor. So I just remove the cover or the thread protector, and I take the suppressor. By the way, it can be any 1/2 inch UNF thread suppressor, as long as it's made for a big enough caliber of your pistol. You thread it on and you have it suppressed. The nice thing about the Huben suppressor is that it's really small, really lightweight, perfectly effective, so it really lowers the noise down, because these pistols are loud. And it also, they don't get in the way of your sights. That's very important if you intend to shoot with open sights. And if you choose to, if you select that you will never use any suppressor, or you're not allowed in your country or anything like that, by default pistol comes with this kind of muzzle end, so without the thread. And this, if you get the adapter along with your pistol, it's really easy to exchange. There is a 7 mm Allen key hole here. You just unthread this one and thread in the thread. This one is with the protector, so I will remove the protection down, and you simply remove this one and use the same 7 mm Allen key to screw it back. I will say that I would like to see that they added a 7 mm Allen key inside, simply because 7 mm is not a standard key. Typically, when you have metric keys, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or even in the middle one, but from 6 to 8 there is no 7 in the standard sets. Usually it goes just 6 and then 8. So hopefully you have one of those, or you will have to get it, because it's not supplied with the gun. So as I mentioned, I will go into details because I really know a lot about these pistols. I will compare it to mine. I will make safety video. I will make all things about noise, about accuracy, shooting long range, power adjustment, etc. in the future videos, which will come really soon. For now, that's gonna be about it. The last thing, as I promised in the beginning, what I have to announce is that Wolfjag Group and I decided that we will give my faithful channel followers an opportunity to get these pistols really fast if they want, considering how late the shipment for Europe was. Of course, in US they have these pistols for over a month, and there is a link below where you will find an exact option of pistols such as mine, meaning the whole set with the suppressor and you also have an option to engrave it, and also you have an option to add hand pump. Now, those of you that already have a scuba tank or anything like that, this is not really necessary, but I must say that considering that I drive with the bike quite a lot and I often go to the shooting range with the bike, this is a perfect solution for me, because unlike all other rifles, this reservoir is actually really small, so it's actually quite fast to pump it. I need about 60 to 80 pumps to get it to about 320 bars or 340. And it's a really good option because I can put everything in a backpack and I can shoot all day. A small scuba tank that I would take with me is not a good choice, simply because you quickly have that pressure much lower, and this pistol, if you want to use it for a high power, it does need quite a lot of pressure. Of course, you don't need to charge it to 350 bars, but if you want to get that maximum power plus shot count, you do need to charge it as high as possible. Otherwise, I just charge it with my scuba tank, and that is to 300 bars, of course. And in my favorite settings is that I set it so I get from 300 to 200 bars, and I consume, the power is just enough so I can still get a full magazine of shots in that settings. So that's my favorite settings. I will give details what this settings gives you. Yeah, so you can add this pump as well, and I will also make a video about that. So this is a limited offer. It's only available through my link below. There are only 50 units available. 25 caliber, 25 units in 25, 25 units in 22 caliber. So make sure if you want that, you take advantage of it now, because that will go fast, and the shipping is also fast. So you will get from stock. And also optional, you can see that mine are engraved. This was done by Huben directly. They're engraved by my name, and also they are serial number 1, both of them. If you want this engraving on yours, you can also add that as an option in this link. So make sure you check out the link. Check up also the other videos, and see you soon in the follow-up videos about GK1.